bitch, I'm in the...
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the show. My name is Brian. With me always,
I'm Mark.
Holy crap, he got his name right today. I can't believe it.
Okay. Good. You know, how many times do we have to go through this? Every time I mess up once or twice because I had something I had to do.
You mess up once or twice a day.
Shh, don't tell people that.
Okay.
Any which way, we were here Tuesday. We had a great show.
Absolutely.
With Elijah Passmore. He won a shirt from us, so I sent it out. It'll be to him Saturday, so hopefully we'll get a picture of that one soon.
Perfect.
Hey, good news I read online.
You read? You can read?
Okay, I asked your wife.
This sentence was terrible, by the way. Like, I read...
Shut
online.
Up. Shut up.
Okay.
Your daughter made the goal for her dog.
That is absolutely correct. Yep. She's got her dog is now going to get a doggy wheelchair. So if you guys, the fans of Talking Shit, did help donate anything to the fund for her dog Cece, we appreciate it. So thank you very much, and we'll get some pictures of Cece in her new wheelchair once we get the wheelchair in.
Well, if they donated, let us know, and we'll send them out a decal.
Same sticker one more damn time. I dare you.
Decals, okay? Decals. You happy?
All right, perfect.
Anyway,
Mark, we got a great show tonight. What'd you go out and do?
All right. We've had on the show to talk about the death of Snow White. You know, we've had a few of the players on here, like Cody Newton, Sanaya, Jason Brooks, Peter Anthony.
Yep.
So we decided, after watching the trailer, a couple times, I decided I wanted somebody that had action in the movie. I know the rest of them have action, but these guys had, I just loved their intensity of the action. So I kept it offline, as I just put it as that it was some of the cast members, because I didn't know what to call them at the time. If I was going to call them the 7 Dwarfs, or if we were going to call them little people, or we just going to call them cast members. So I just left it at cast members. But I wanted the 7 Dwarfs on the show.
Who'd you get?
Well, we're going to bring them up, and we're going to bring them in order that they're here. So Colin Miller was the first one that is right here, so we'll bring him up.
How you doing, Colin?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Fantastic. Good. We're not going to have you talk too much. I can hear it in your voice. You're still getting over something there. So who else?
Recovering from pneumonia.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Glad you're feeling a little bit better, though, right?
Me too, yeah.
Yeah.
Next,
we have Risa. Mark, you didn't try it. You're supposed to try it.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying it. I'll screw it up. The next one, Eric Pope.
Hello, everyone.
All right. Who else you got?
I'm going to mess up his last name, so I'm just going to call him Jeremy.
So, Jeremy?
How we doing, folks? It's Hellum. So, you're
okay. And, well, I didn't know when he was going to pop in. We're going to have somebody else pop in, too. And it's what do you want to call him? The director?
Jason, sure. The guy.
Yeah, okay.
The guy with
Jason,
the face.
Yeah, Jason Brooks.
Oh, awesome.
I can't see him.
And, well, he was there. There he is.
There he is.
The myth, the legend.
Hey, Jason.
Hello.
Jason, what's happening? So we got some of the cast here from The Death of Snow White. So we want to thank you for this film, first of all. And you want to go around and just give us a little synopsis on these folks? I know you've done some work with them. And
yeah, hold on a second. I'm trying to figure this whole thing out. It's I was doing a little render export from here, but I think that's lighting everything. So can I close out of this and stay on? Okay, there I am.
There you go.
So I had to shut my render off. All right. So, synopsis on who everyone is. Haven't they told you already?
Well, we just
No,
started the show.
they have not. Oh, we did not ask them the names that they're playing in the movie.
All right. Well, let's go around here. We'll go to, wait, I'm reversed. Let's go up to Colin Miller. Amazing. He plays Bo, one of our dwarfs. We have Jeremy Hallam over here, who plays Dozer. And then over, I have to use reverse, Risa May, who plays Pollen. And then right above us, we have Eric Pope, who plays Tiny.
Tiny.
Okay, that makes more sense.
A couple of our cast here, but I'm glad these guys are able to make it.
Yeah. Colin had some health issues. He didn't think he was going to make it today, and we told him, hey, listen, if you can't make it, that's fine, but if you can, that'd be awesome. We told him to save the voice a little bit because I know that's got to be hurting him a little. So,
He's
yeah,
talking shit.
most people are. So how did you, Jason, if you don't mind me asking, how did you end up finding these folks? Did they find you?
No, it's very interesting. So, Eric, we'll start there. I've known Eric for 20 years or more.
Zombie walks, horror conventions. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I used to have long, glorious hair like him, and and we're very tall. He's definitely taller than me, but we used to get confused for each other in a couple places where people come up and like, oh, hey, Eric. And they turn around like, oh, no, sorry. But anyway, I knew that when making this, I wanted to have a giant in this film. And Eric is what, 6'9", 6'7", 6'9"?
6'7",
Wow.
sir. Yep, you got it.
Something like that. So he's huge. And I was like, I need to have this man in the film. And I've always wanted to work with him on something. So I always knew he was in from the start. And then these other three amazing people. We put it out, casting calls. We had a couple different casting directors that we were looking around. And we put it on like different casting boards and everything. And I'm trying to remember where I found everyone, whether it was through the casting board or not, because we were like crunched for time and we were trying to find people and we were doing a lot of auditions and you had to find people who had, acting experience and could pull this off, because as much as I'd love to give somebody the first opportunity, if they can't do the performance well, then, we're going to have to pass. So I was lucky enough to come across all these very talented actors. So they did their auditions and nailed it. So
Awesome. And then the other part of that is, Risa, when you got this the part, have you already done stuff like this before?
So I'm not new to the film theater world. I've done a couple of like indie films. I've done commercial work before. So being on set wasn't new for me. But what was new and refreshing was being on a film set and being able to portray me as a human, as a human character, and not me as in a suit, not me,
Gotcha.
in a green screened out,
Yeah.
just kind of doing motions for things. So it was refreshing to just, be there on screen as a person. So that was really nice.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Colin, for you, had you done any film like this before, or any acting like this before?
This is my first feature film that I've been on. I go to film school right now, so I've worked on and acted in a ton of like my own projects and my own short films, but nothing at this scale or size.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeremy, for you, when you got the script, when you were able to get the script and read that script, were you given a direction of like, hey, this is how we want your character to be, or did you create that character for this film?
Yeah, so I got when I did get the script, there kind of was a general consensus of sort of like an idea for the character in mind, but it was a little bit open and flexible in that I was able to bring my own sort of interpretation to that as well. So still obviously keeping to what Jason's vision was for that, I was still able to add a little bit of perspective of mine and being the character. Am I allowed to say the character I am?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yep. So being the character of Dozer, he's the night guard of the group. So basically the main sort of fighter in that sense as well. So I've done a little bit of stunt work previously. So having that attributed to a character that I got to play and bring to life and play as me was really exciting for me.
Awesome. Eric,
Yes.
so you're the tallest of the seven. Were you on set? Were you like the what?
Just watching
They're-
watching Jeremy do this, you know.
No, it's close. It's a close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're to point out that we definitely
Not
don't
too far
dwarf
off.
shame here. That's one of our things. So there's a lot of love and respect amongst the seven dwarfs here, and they treated me as an equal brother, and there was definitely a lot of camaraderie. There was definitely a lot of time to hang out, so that was a lot of fun.
A lot of people are very excited to see the film, Jason. This from Mary, of course.
Thank you.
The film does look amazing from what we've been able to see so far.
That's from Mary. Autograph from Mary.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So where's our autograph photo from the cast of Death of Snow White?
I never asked for it.
Oh.
I don't even have an autograph photo.
I don't think any of us does.
Well, I'm going to see you at Emerald City Comic Con next weekend, Jason. So I'll sign something there for you as well. So at least you get that. Let's do it.
Jason, did you give the handle to these guys and just say, hey, listen, this is, here's your part, but at the end of the day, make it your own?
Yeah, we definitely had character descriptions for everyone. We kind of had it in mind of who they would be, what their personalities would be, what their background is, what their job is, kind of thing. And then once we got on set and it started going, within a couple days, I kind of just forgot about all that because everyone brought their own personality, and it was just great. So I just let everyone run with it and build their own character, which I always love to do anyway, because I find that if you can get your actor to build their own character themselves and really own that, it's a little bit more special, and they can draw from their own experiences and their own things. So I think these guys all, at the end of the day, what you see on screen is them. It's what they brought.
Very good. The Walt Disney Company, how do they feel about this film?
Well, I hope they hate it, and I hope they know about it, because that means we're getting out there. But I don't know. I don't think they care much, because they're so big.
Wasn't there letters that
recognition?
I was going to say, wasn't there letters that had to get written too, though,
For what?
for this film to be made?
Yeah,
It's a Grimm's tale. It's a Grimm's tale. Why would they?
Disney does not own Snow White.
Okay.
They own like the dwarf names and Snow White's dress and a couple of things that they made
Ah,
for their film, but they don't own Snow White. So we talked to our lawyers and found some really good ones to make sure that the entertainment lawyers looked through everything. They read the script. We got the sign off. There's no crossover, because we don't want to tell the Disney story. We don't want to have any part of that. And this is definitely not a Disney version, definitely not for kids. So, so therefore, we didn't have to talk to them at all.
gotcha.
Hold on, Brian. There's one other question I have for Jason. Do we have a release date yet?
I'm waiting on that. We're signing a bunch of contracts. We're looking right now. The premiere in LA is going to be the 21st of March, and then the release in theaters is looking to be somewhere in mid-April. I think it was around the 18th to I can't remember, somewhere around mid to late April.
Okay, so it won't coincide a whole lot with the other Snow White that's coming out.
It'll be like 2 weeks after the Snow White Disney one.
Okay.
So while that one's playing in theaters, your film hits theaters. People come in, they say, I want to go see. Does that say Death of Snow White? Yeah, we want that one.
Want that one?
Yeah, we want to go see that one. That one's
or like we already saw that one. Now we want to see this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We already told. Me and Brian already said that if they actually played around us, we'll be going to see your movie over the other one. I don't like the way that they animated anything. It just doesn't look really good.
Yeah, it's not for everyone for sure. But if you go to our website, deathofsnowwhite.com, there's a sign up form there that you put.
I already did it.
Yeah, and then we'll get you out there. When we get the show times, we can send out like what cities will be playing in and all that. So if you want to stay up to date and check it out.
All right, for the actors, if there was a character on set that you could have played other than the character that was given to you, what would it have been? And we'll just kind of go around the room. So we can start with either Colin and Risa, Eric, whoever wants to start.
I can go. This is tough. I think I played Dozer.
Okay.
He's kind of like, I don't know, the leader, and he's like the most experienced. I don't know. I'd say Dozer. He's the badass.
Colin would have played Dozer. Risa?
I think it would be hilarious for me to play Tiny and then have me on stilts. That would have been like an added challenge, added layer of like skill sets, to kind of bring onto the set. So I think that would be fun.
Okay.
That's pretty good. I like that. I would gladly share the notes with you as well. We could practice.
Let's go.
Eric, what about you?
Well, I make a terrible Erica, but I would say the Queen, because she had an amazing outfit. I mean, our FX team, like what they made for, like, I got to see it. I'm like, whoa, I do pro cosplay. I get paid to do this for other gigs, and I'm like, this is high caliber stuff we're seeing here.
Thank you.
Jeremy?
I was going to say, to keep it relevant for the height status, probably Bo, which is Colin's character, because he's a little more on the cleaner, posh, sort of gentlemanly side. But if I could actually choose anyone, it'd be the Prince, because of my charming good looks.
Oh.
Hey.
Right
So
that could have worked, though.
Yeah. So Brian.
Yeah.
And we have them all here.
Yeah.
We've seen the trailer once. You want to see it again?
Absolutely. Let's show everybody what we're talking about.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Give me 1 second. I had it up, but
Mark can't keep it up for some reason. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
What kind of drag operation is this?
Because we're all watching. That's why. It's,
Exactly. That's it. Performance. Yeah, that's it. All right. Here we go.
Mirror hanging on wall. I am the fairest of them all.
Oh yes, you are fair, it is true. But we both know Snow White is more beautiful than you.
Really are Princess of the People, aren't you?
All the shields. You made the rest help with your wife.
That's just too much.
I don't know about all that.
Bring me one of Snow White's little friends.
I was offered the gift of being able to help and I took it. The pleasure was mine.
We shall see how quickly that pretty smile fades.
What are the huntsmen doing out here?
Our men are searching the castle and the village as we speak.
Find her now!
We captured her, my queen, but we were ambushed.
You mean she got away?
Dwarfs. They are protecting her.
The dwarfs? Have they all gone mad?
They do appear to be quite mad.
It's time for me to take matters into my own hands.
Trying to enlist the Queen's aid to save Snow White.
My queen!
I might have told her she was hiding in the Dark Forest.
Please, take this.
Snow White!
Snow White! Just kill her already! She's been poisoned, my king.
I'm the only one responsible for this.
What?
What's the plan? The plan is to kill them all.
What was that?
She must be found alive, or I risk losing the throne.
Now take her heart from her chest. And then
I shall have it all.
So there's a lot of action packed stuff that you guys are doing there. I know Jeremy said, was it Jeremy that said that he had some you've done stunts before, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So you kind of already had a grasp on like, hey, we want you to swing this is how we want you to do it, kind of thing.
Yeah, we kind of had some stuff put together, but we were also given a little bit of creative control on our own as well to sort of grasp, bring our own sort of spin to it, adding on to what Jason was saying earlier, allowing us to sort of bring our own takes to things. So I remember at one point we were given sort of like 15 minutes to sort of like go over stuff. So I was practicing like different moves and routines with, I've got 2 bone axes that I use. And I was playing around with those, and I remember the first AD China shirts. I shocked her without realizing through something I did, and she called my name out sporadically. I was like, "Wait, what?" And then she was like, "That looks amazing. Could you do that again?" I was like, "That's exactly what I'm working on. I'm going to make this work." So yeah, it was good fun.
Jason, I want to ask, man, how much money and blood do you have in that film? There's like a ton of blood in this thing.
40 gallons.
28 gallons of blood.
28?
28 gallons of blood.
Wow.
And it's funny watching this trailer now because we're still in post. All the color looks different. All the sounds are different. The music is different now. So I might have to cut a new trailer with all the new and improved stuff.
Oh, hell yeah. That'd be awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, it's looking great with new sound design. We've got an amazing group of people on the post side.
Very cool. Very cool. Guys, what's next? What are we thinking for the the aftermath of this film? Are we gonna look at doing a sequel to it possibly?
That could be a lot of fun. Got ideas for a sequel. And sequel / prequel. We got a storyline. We already have that in mind because we had so much fun on this one, and people were so excited. And every screening we've had 8 or 9 test screenings. Afterwards, everyone just wants more. And so I've had a few people like, "Oh, I've got ideas for more." It's like we already have ideas. But yeah, I would love to get back into this world and work with these guys again. That'd be amazing.
A prequel sounds great. I mean, you could basically solidify the story of where these guys came from, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like with the queen taking over the kingdom, the evil queen taking over the kingdom, banishing the guys, them having to go find out, what's going on. There's a whole lot. I know Colin and I have already talked about his backstory quite a bit, and how that would play into it. So we got quite a few ideas.
That's awesome, man. That's really awesome. What are you guys working on now that you're not filming this movie? Are you guys working on other films right now? Are you? I think Colin, you said you're in school right now.
Yeah, I'm working on my thesis film right now.
Okay.
I'm in post production. But yeah, it should be coming out in May.
Oh, congrats!
Awesome. What's the film?
Well, it's about a high schooler. He finds out that his best friend is into the same girl, and they go to a party, and their friendship is forever changed.
That's like real life,
Yeah.
right, Mark? That was real life, Mark.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Risa, what about you?
So I mainly now work in voiceover. So I have a couple of animations that are releasing with me in them. I've got a couple of video games too that are releasing with me in them too. So gonna be really
Okay.
exciting. Yeah. So it's gonna be a fun year. Things
Good,
that are
good.
still under NDA I can't talk about yet, but
Can you
really
talk
cool
about?
stuff.
Can you mention the one that you meant that like Naomi knows about?
Yes, yeah, that one's already released. So
Okay.
Sailor Moon, Cosmos. I'm in that one as Sailor Lethe. Um, I was also in Hot Wheels. That one also released a few months
What?
ago. I play one of the main cast in Hot Wheels.
So you play a car?
No, I play one of the I play one of the people in there. It would
Okay.
be so cool to play a car though.
I would, yeah.
Yeah, no.
That'd be cool.
I play one of the main cast members, but one of the kids who gets to play with a bunch of the awesome cars.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. What about you, Eric? What do you got going on?
Well, my festival season's about to begin. During the warmer parts of the year, I'm a Renaissance Fair performer as Wotan the Fairy Smasher, and I chase after those littles all the time, especially those no good fairies. And so that one's a big one for me. I do around 17 shows a year. Got coloring books out, and I even have a whole troupe of actors that work under me for this. So that's gonna steal away my summer.
I'm definitely gonna need a coloring book for my oldest daughter. She's literally into every Ren fair that she can go to.
So this guy, he's so well known for what he does with this Wotan thing. On Etsy, I got a lot of the props and the costumes and everything from Etsy, supporting some other artists for this. Mm-hmm. And after the trailer came out, I sent the trailer to all the people that I purchased from on Etsy and said, "Hey, just so you want to see your work in here, if you want to see what's going on with the film and everything." And one of the people, I can't remember where in the U.S. they lived, but he wrote back. He said, "Oh my God, you have Wotan the Fairy Smasher in your movie?" And he says, "I've always wanted to meet him." He travels around to Ren fairs and does different things with his shop, and he was really stoked and excited that he had a piece of his art in the movie with you.
That's good to hear. Good to hear.
How far do you travel, Eric, for these Ren fairs?
A bulk of my work is in the Pacific Northwest, but every now and then they'll have the Ren fairs that will run for 2 months will have like a special fairy themed or a Viking theme, and then they want me for that weekend, and so we'll have a special one-off. I've been out to Texas, I've been out to Baltimore, Pennsylvania, but Utah keeps hiring me. But yeah, lots of fun there, and it's honor. Like I said, we were talking earlier. My connection with Jason at first was like zombies and horror, and then to transition from horror to children's entertainment. It's a big leap, but it's a lot of fun, and I like to create the memories for all the families. So it's very rewarding work.
So you don't think that this movie kind of falls in the horror genre?
Oh, it does. It's basically Jason. This is Jason dragging me back in. Like, it's like you think you're done with fake blood, Eric?
No, come back.
Jeremy, what about you? What do you got going on, buddy?
So I basically work the virtual event trivia hosting as well. So I work remote and in-person trivia hosting as well as an actor just auditioning. So constantly just back into the audition rooms, sending stuff out. I know that there was a miniseries that came out. It's on Apple TV in Canada and Germany at the moment. It hasn't hit the US yet, but it's called Bring on the Dancing Horses with Kate Bosworth. And I'm in an episode of that, which I'm really excited and can't wait to have it come out here so folks can see it, because I play like an underground head of this gambling group, and there's fight scenes and action and more blood, kind of like similar vibe Jason thing. So won't go into it too much spoiling, but yeah, excited for that to hopefully get released in the US so more folks can see that. So yeah, just constantly getting out there, auditioning, getting to the next big thing.
Absolutely. Good deal. Eric, question came up. Have you ever been to the Ren Fair in Minnesota? Minnesota's big. We're at Minnesota. And have you been to Minnesota?
Not the Minnesota one, but actually my cousin works that one. So we definitely have our connections out there, but not the Minnesota one. And I've mostly been with the warmer months on the Southern Belt or the far East Coast. It's kind of interesting, but it's like wherever there's a really strong fairy presence, and in old New England, we're talking like several generations that are just dedicated to that. So I'm kind of a narrow specialty for that.
Right on. So Florida, they do a bunch of different Ren fairs around here, and I know like Tampa is
Tampa, Clearwater used to do.
Yeah.
They still do one. I used to have a cousin that used to work out there. He would do the sets and help make the swords and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, just looking at the photos of what my daughter sends me are absolutely fantastic. Like I can't.
Your daughter goes all decked out, everything else. So.
Oh yeah, she's into it, dude. She digs it.
And that's actually something that we wanted to mention is that because of those connections, we brought in all those amazing, talented people for this film. A lot of the set design you'll see, the tents come from pirates that I'm affiliated with in the Ren Fair. We've got fire dancers, the Seattle Knights, all these talented people. Like we're all connected, and we go to the Renaissance fairs together. And Jason really rung that dinner bell of talent, and we came running. Even when it came to cosplay items, it was just so great to see a collaboration of all these talented folks that I see at the summer, joust, but now I get to see them in a horror, working together in a horror film together.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. I'm glad to hear that worked out as far as that goes too with that, and there's more people. Like the big thing with me is like the folks that are doing the Ren Fair. I don't think that they get enough credit for what they're doing. I mean, their performances are absolutely astounding, man. I mean, they really are. So.
Well, the thing I want to point out is that our stuff is usually real, like the armor that we'll have, or it's not the Warbler or not to downplay that, but I was on another movie, Knights of Badassdom, and all the other main actors were looking like, you have real armor, and we have like wool sweaters that are spray painted with silver, So, having the legit stuff, it always sometimes helps.
All right, hey guys, listen, let's do this. Jason, are you staying for the rest of the show, or did you have to? I know you were only going to be here for a few.
Yeah, I should get back to this post stuff here and getting the movie wrapped up so we have something to watch in March.
Is there anything else that you want to ask these guys?
Before Jason goes, I wanted to see if he ever opened up our package that we sent you.
I do have it right here. I start it every day when I'm in here working on this, and I intend to put it on and take a picture for you guys. But then every day some fire happens and I end up not going to bed until 4 a.m.
I remember the first few weeks I'd ask you, I'd said, you got it? Did you get it yet? You said, yeah, I just haven't opened it.
It's open. I got closer. It's right here. I promise. I got it.
Perfect.
So yeah, I still have to do that. But yeah, like I said, I just get in the zone, talking to the VFX people, talking to the color people, the sound guy, the composer, talking to all the post-house stuff. We're working on the premiere, and we're doing right now with the PR company where I'm literally texting as we go. I'll get it.
Well, we know you're a busy guy. Is there anything that you want to ask the cast, though, before we let you go, or anything that you want them to bring up while we're finishing our conversation then?
No, I think I'll let you guys have them and whatever you want. I mean, if there's any fun experiences or fun things, like I've had a lot of fun on the set, and having gone through the footage and doing the edits and everything and collecting BTS photos and videos for this premiere and everything, I've been able to relive a lot of the memories on set and seeing so much laughter and so much fun and people just having a great time. It just makes me happy again, like especially in the middle of all this stress of getting all this done, to see all that and how much of a family we had there and how great the vibe was. It just, I don't know. I feel lucky that I was able to relive all that. So I just want to say thank you guys for being a part of it and for doing such a great job in there. And I cannot wait for you all to see it in March, because I think you're going to be pretty happy.
Awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. Mark is gonna play some music for us. When we come back, Jason won't be here, but guys, stick around. We got more questions, and we're also gonna play a quick game of Florida or not Florida. It's gonna be a great time. Don't go anywhere.
All right.
Like the burning end of a midnight cigarette, she broke his heart. He spent his whole life trying to forget. He watched him drink his pain away, a little at a time. But he never could get drunk enough to get her off his mind until put that bottle to his head and pulled the trigger, and finally drank away her memory. Life is short, but this time it was bigger than the strength he had to get up off his knees. We found him with his face down in the pillow, with a note that said, I love her till I die. And when we buried him beneath the willow, the angel sang a whiskey lullaby. La 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 la, la 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 la.
Put that bomb to her head and pull the trigger, and finally drank away his memory. Life is short, but this time it was bigger than the strength she had to get up off her knees. We found her with her face down in the pillow, clinging to his picture for dear life. We laid her next to him beneath the willow, while the angel sang the whiskey lullaby. La 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 la, la 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 la.
That's Whiskey Lullaby. And Mark, who was that by?
Drew Jacobs.
That is a cover from Mr. Drew Jacobs. Mark had to play that song. He absolutely loves that song. It's a badass song. Really good.
I like the video for this one compared to Brad Paisley's.
Yeah, really great job.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, we are back for round 2 of our show here on Talking Shit. We're hanging out with some of the cast from The Death of Snow White. And, guys, we're back to play a little game called Florida or Not Florida.
And I don't have to play it.
The rules are simple. All you got to do is answer when I ask your name, when I say your name, just answer the question as if it were Florida or not Florida. So that's all you got to say. Florida or not Florida. All right, Mark's going to keep score. We're going to do best of 5. Here we go. Are you guys ready?
I don't know.
Everybody in the comments.
50-50 all the way.
50-50. Let's go.
Everyone in the comments is more than welcome to play along at home. Here we go.
Horribly.
A woman was arrested for urinating on grocery store food and filming it after the cops find troves of similar videos dating back 4 years. Did that happen in Florida?
Oh my God.
Or was it not Florida?
It's so hard because that could happen anywhere.
You're right. It could happen anywhere, but it didn't happen anywhere.
I'm going to go Florida.
I'm gonna say yes.
Say Florida.
Same
I'm
here.
gonna say not Florida because that involves videotaping and premeditated thought as well. And while I'm also on the horn, I want to shout out to Amanda who just said hi to us in the chats. Amanda worked on our. She was in makeup for us, so thank you, Amanda. We miss you.
Hi, Amanda.
Yes, Amanda. Love it.
All right, so I've got Colin said Florida, right, Colin? Jeremy said Florida.
Yep.
Eric says Florida.
No, I said not Florida, not
Or
Florida.
not Florida. I'm sorry, not Florida. And Reese says
Florida.
Florida. So I've got 3 Florida, 1 not Florida. The point goes to Eric. It happened in New Hampshire, guys. New Hampshire. I like where his head was.
Instinct.
Yeah.
His head went to that was premeditated. Definitely didn't happen in Florida.
If it was pure instinct, then yeah, Florida. But yeah.
Here we go.
All right, let's see here. How about woman busted after accidentally texting cop instead of drug dealer? Did that happen in Florida or not Florida?
I know this one.
Maybe you know this one. You don't know nothing.
I'm gonna say
I'm gonna
not
mix it up.
Florida. That's so. It's very generic. I mean, it does go with Eric's not premeditated part of things, so it could fall under that category. But it's also so general. I feel like it could be anywhere.
I know, it's so general. I was going to say not Florida, but literally because I said Florida last time and I wanted to change it up this time.
I see Florida.
I think I'm gonna stick with Florida. You know, it's pretty hot down there. She probably wasn't thinking clearly.
Okay, Colin and Eric above Florida. So I've got 3 Floridas and 1 not Florida this time.
Not Florida.
here.
Okay,
2
here
not
we go.
Florida.
Not Floridas.
No,
Okay.
not Floridas.
Yeah, it's 2 and 2.
Okay. If you said Florida, you were on the right track, guys. It happened in Bay County, Florida. That's right.
Oh,
I'm not
failed
looking at
horribly.
A woman accidentally texted a cop instead of her drug dealer to buy fentanyl. Fentanyl was what she was after.
Interesting that they had the cop's number as well, just sporadically, or was it like a
Yeah,
It was a misdial. A number was missed
Instead of a
somewhere.
3, they put a 7, and it just happened to be a cop, or
Yeah.
Or
it might have
unlike
been like
me.
a personal number, I'm assuming.
yeah, same name, James 1, James 2, or something. I don't know. No offense to James out there, but like.
All right. Okay, here we go. Here's a good one. Lowlife allegedly attempted to shoplift from Walmart during Shop with a Cop event. Where did that happen? Did that happen in Florida or not Florida?
I think that would happen in Florida. I would say yeah.
I'm gonna say
one for Florida.
One for
I'm going to
Florida.
say not Florida because that would have to be in a state that would celebrate the police force, and I don't think
yeah.
Florida would be very
Is
much.
Florida
about
not?
celebrating.
You don't think
Yeah,
so?
No. I think it's gonna be more like Midwest, like Montana, like where they, you know.
Risa, go with your heart. Just go with your heart. Don't ever second guess yourself.
Not in this game.
See, because that was my reasoning too. I was like, well, okay, what state would they be like pro cops? Is Florida
Exactly.
pro cops? Maybe they're pro cops. That was like my line of thinking. I
Maybe
thought they
northern
were.
Florida, but yeah.
Wow.
Our
know.
audience is chiming in here, guys.
They are.
Jeff is saying Florida. Alyssa is saying Florida. Martin is saying not Florida. All right, Mark, what do you got on paper so far? Who's answered in? I heard Eric's, and I think I got Risa's.
Yeah,
What
I'm keeping my
about?
answer. I'm keeping to my answer.
Not Florida.
Yeah, not Florida.
So we got 3 not Floridas
and
one
one Florida.
Oh man, I'm the only Florida.
Guys, you're not gonna believe this. It happened right down the street.
Oh, whoa.
In our hometown, Citrus County, Florida.
Yeah.
Yay!
They
You're
had
on the
My
you're on the
first
board
point,
now,
you
Risa.
guys.
they had about 30 marked patrol cars in the parking lot
Jeez, that's crazy.
when they were doing Shop of the Cop. They had about 30 marked vehicles. So here's a great idea, guys. If you're gonna go shoplifting, make sure there's not 30 freaking cop cars outside.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it in Inverness that it happened?
Yeah, it was Inverness Shop with a Cop, Citrus County, Florida.
Wow.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
because
So
we are at the
funny.
halfway point, the scoring system, it's like golf, right? The least amount of points wins. So that means
No, unfortunately, that's not
It's
the way
okay,
this
I'm
will
not too
work.
far behind you.
I got the wrong memo. My bad. Okay, I'll play catch up.
Okay, let's go here. Let's see. What do we got here? Ooh, okay. You might have seen this story, guys. This is a big story. A couple was arrested for making a fake winning lottery tickets in hopes of tricking officials into handing over $1 million prize. Did that happen in Florida or not Florida?
That's Florida.
Florida.
Fake lottery tickets.
Florida.
Yeah, let's do Florida. Let's go for it.
So who's Florida? Jeremy's Florida? Eric?
So far they're all
I
Florida.
haven't decided yet.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Would they?
Just stick in with the rest of them and say Florida.
Don't tell her how to play.
I'm gonna go not Florida. I'll be different for no
Alright.
absolute reason.
All right. Anybody in there? Let's see. I knew it. As soon as I heard it, I said definitely Florida. This did, in fact, happen in Florida. They allegedly tried to fake it big. Kira
Jacksonville.
Sanders and her boyfriend, Dakota Jones, allegedly attempted to trick lottery officials into giving them $1 million prize. They took 2 tickets that were ripped in half, taped them together, and unfortunately ended up with probably 1 million days in jail versus $1 million.
The odds of them also finding a second ticket that just happened to be the other half they needed as well isn't that pretty impressive?
And I think that's the problem. Like your ticket number at the top, it says like 1, 2, 3. You have to match the bottom, and I don't think that they understood how the lottery works because I honestly don't think you can look at a lottery ticket and go, okay, best option here is to take 2 tickets, tape them together.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to
I
work.
just don't see it, man. I don't.
Yeah.
So. All right, that was question number 4, right, guys?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here is
I'm good.
Here is our last and final question. Business owner wore a jacket bearing his name and phone number to the Capitol riots, feds say. Did that happen? Was it a Florida man or a not Florida man? There you go. Was it a Florida man or not Florida man?
Hang on, say that one more time, please. Phrase it.
A business owner wore a jacket bearing his name and phone number at the Capitol riots, the feds say.
That's really not smart.
I'm gonna say not Florida.
I'm gonna say Florida.
I'm gonna say not Florida.
So not a Florida man times
Not
2,
Florida.
not a Florida man times 3, and Risa is a Florida. It's Florida man.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
She's saying Florida man. All right, guys, are you ready for this one?
Ready.
Anybody live in New Jersey?
Uh,
Though his face was fairly disguised by a mask and a hat, the business owner's name was clearly visible on both the left breast and across the back of the jacket. There you go. And guys, that wraps up Florida or not Florida. Let's see.
Eric, you won.
What?
4. He won 4. Colin had 3. Jeremy had 2. And Risa had 1.
I need to have at least half my winnings go out to Jeff Burns. He's been spot on as well. So thank you, Jeff Burns. You two commented.
I was trying not to watch the chat because I didn't want the chat to influence my decisions.
Risa, I tried to help you.
I know you did, but I was like,
She said she wanted to be different. You leave that girl alone. You let her think for herself.
Now, normally we just, nobody wins really. I mean, we just have fun doing this. But
we have some decals, guys. We're gonna send out.
If you guys send me your address, if you guys send me your addresses, I'll send you some stickers.
Woo!
They're not
out.
Stickers, decals, yeah.
Decals.
Thank you.
Also,
so
just
cool.
want to mention that as soon as I realized it wasn't like golf, I'm at 100% accuracy right now.
Oh yeah.
And Jeff, if you can figure a way on how to get us a message, I will. And give me your address. I'll send you one out too. Alyssa, you should already have some stickers. If not, ask
stickers.
Steven.
You keep saying stickers, you're fired.
I'm doing it purposely now. Alyssa, tell Steven to give you some stickers.
All right, guys. I want to get back to talking about you guys and Death of Snow White. Let's talk about the set. I heard that this set was well built, well constructed. What did you guys think about this set?
I have to say I was impressed. I joined on the project much earlier when we were in promo land, and we were just making some small scenes, and I saw the land before it became the castles, before we had a village. It was like the terraforming that they did to make this happen was incredible. So. And in also the short amount of time too, we're talking, all of a sudden there's this big castle out of nowhere. And I was earlier when I was there earlier in the year, it was all like bushes and trees and thickets. So yeah, it was very impressive to see what they were able to accomplish. And yeah, it felt like the real thing.
Yeah, Sean is really good at what he does.
Yeah.
How did you guys get along with Lutz's family? I heard that Sean and his wife are fantastic from what I hear. I heard that Mrs. Lutz is the set mom. Is that right? Yes. She comes out and takes care of everybody pretty much.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. They're very, very lovely people.
It's family. It really is.
Yeah.
Very supportive, very warm.
And they said that everybody that's ever been on the property, everybody that's ever been a part of that is in fact their family, and they love every single one of you guys. And surprisingly enough, Sean's normally on when we have anybody that he's worked with. And unfortunately, I don't see him here tonight, so I'm going to guess that he's got a project that his wife made him do. He's got
he helped promote it. He was promoting it for us, but
I know he was. All right. So, anything on set that you would love to have said, "Oh, I want to take this home with me," and did you get to?
The castle.
Of course.
The weapons. I wanted my weapons. I wanted my weapons. I don't want them.
Were so cool.
Did you get to take them home, Jeremy, or no? You couldn't take them.
Sadly, no.
Damn
I mean, maybe depending on how the premiere and the support goes, if it ends up becoming a really big hit, maybe I'll be able to convince Jason to let me have them.
Yeah.
So,
or you get to play, or you get to use them in the sequel.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Eric had that big giant that hammer, right?
And that came the original came from my collection because of my fairy smashing work. I have like around 5-6 legit mallets. Like this is like one of those strongman mallets used at circuses to hit the bell. And so Jason took that, made a mold of it, and it was like, wow, I actually have a mallet I could bonk people with, as opposed to just making it look like you're doing it. So this is So I definitely would like to have the fake mallet just as a memory. But yeah, that would be it.
Cool. Risa?
So not necessarily from the set itself, but at the top of kind of like the holding garage where they would have us, they've got like this theater at the top, and it's got like the mini fridge and everything, and like these comfy ass chairs. I would love that.
Yes,
That'd be great for
concession
hosting
stands,
parties
too.
and friends.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, we're family now, so apparently we have access to it, right?
I know.
What about you, Colin?
I definitely stand by axe. That was a really cool weapon to have. TSA probably wouldn't really
Yeah,
like it, but I mean, my costume as well was awesome. So I'd say those two things.
The costume, yeah.
Costume, yeah.
I was going to ask, what happened to the costumes? They stayed on set as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not really.
Yeah, they definitely stayed. I had a running. I've got one of my costume folks. We were there was very much attention given to ours to keep it under wraps because a lot of the action that I was doing some wear and tears. So blessed to the costume department for being constantly hands-on, so effective, so efficient, quick with turnarounds, fixes, all that sort of stuff. Because with all the action and especially all the visual effects, the blood, the gore, the cleaning that they had to do, like that team, the whole costuming team was just an absolute blessing, and they were just constantly on and keeping us on our game with being able to keep performing. It was great.
Yeah, like they literally had several hour turnarounds for things that went wrong. Like say something ripped and then we finished shooting at like 3 or 4 in the morning. It's like, oh, well, yeah, but we come back at like 2 p.m. the next day, but then they'd have to be there at like 9 a.m., you know,
To fix
for
it.
everyone else shooting in the morning. So they literally have like maybe several hours to get it fixed, and they were able to just kind of, you know, get the thing
I'm
done.
covered
and it
with
was
vials.
amazing.
Yeah. I had vials keep popping off because I was, doing a lot of heavy action. All of a sudden, I'm looking over like, okay, I just lost some of my vials, and so they'd have to, get that back on as well.
Yes,
Eric,
shout out to Amanda saying Callie killed it. Yes, Callie.
Yes,
Callie
was amazing.
Amazing.
So
and
good.
Holland was a boss. There you go.
Yes.
Eric, some of the costume stuff on your end, was that some of the stuff that you brought to the
Right.
set? Okay.
Yeah, I've been, aside from acting gigs and whatnot, and it's also very difficult to find. Like Jason reached out, like we can't exactly find things your size. So yeah, there was basically brought in a selection. He got to see everything from my Hagrid gig, from Chainsaw Maniacs, you name it. So we just kind of laid it all out, and he got to cherry pick his favorites.
Really cool. Really cool.
And I even told him, I don't care if there's blood on this because it's all about the movie and the experience. So no holding back. If I lose a part of my wardrobe, then I know where I got it.
Gotcha. Comedic scenes. I know that there is some outtakes in this film. Is there
Which
anything
one are your favorite?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too. But is there anything that we're going to get to see on the actual movie besides?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Jason would be able to answer that better than us because we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Well, I know that there were definitely a lot of scripted comedic stuff for the characters to kind of keep and balance out some of the darker elements of the script itself. So for sure, there's going to be comedic elements, but as far as whether or not we're allowed to reveal them to kind of save that surprise, for the lightheartedness in the moment while you're watching the show, I don't know if I'd want to reveal too much of that.
Amanda, no spoilers. Amanda, no spoilers.
Yeah, also Amanda's almost like, wait.
Yeah, and actually, I want to give props to Sean. I remember it was a late night shoot. It was like around 3 in the morning. We were starting to getting a little bogged down, and he just said, "Can we just get some more, more fun in this?" And that's when we had some gold. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's like 2, 3 in the morning, and everything's hilarious. And that's what just. I really felt that for me, the movie really just kind of like I had a spark at that point, and it was gold for me.
Yeah, I want to see some outtake stuff too, because I know from just talking to other cast members that there were some parts in the movie that they don't know that they'll make it because it was too ironic, too funny, or something like that. Maybe too dark in some aspects. So
Well, you're gonna have to buy the Blu-ray then.
Yeah, the DVD with the extended,
Get the
you know,
uncut
edition.
version.
Yeah, the 1 hour extra footage.
Why
Like
why wouldn't they play that at the very end of the movie if I'm going to watch it in the theater? That's what I
That's a fair
want.
point. That's a fair point.
I mean,
want the-
yeah, I
want the-
agree.
I want the same outtakes that they gave us when we got to watch Deadpool.
Yeah.
I love that. That'd be great. That would be great.
So,
All
right.
So did you have a before Brian talks again? Did you guys have a favorite moment on set?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was this one day where we were shooting inside the dwarf house, and Jeremy made a joke. And then after he made that joke, it was so hard for some of us to keep to keep ourselves
Focus.
together for the rest of the shoot. We were just kind of losing
Yeah.
it.
I kind of broke everyone for a while. It was
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
kind
expect
of
it to
broke
be
everybody
that.
for a couple of hours.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be that well received, and it was, and it was interesting.
I'd have to say for me, and I know it's not ruining anything because it's in the trailer. So the baby raccoon, when they brought that out, and this is, from, we'll reveal our sources, but like it's in the trailer. You can see a baby raccoon on Snow White, but everyone's got their cell phones out, the oohs, the ahs. It really like that was a good moment. Really brought in a positive light.
That was the first picture Jason sent me.
Oh,
Yeah,
they were so
adorable.
cute.
They were absolutely adorable. Mine was, I got to have, well, the trailers showed it, so I guess I can. It was originally going to be a surprise. But I got to have hair, which is great. I got a fantastic wig, which you're all going to get a nice little take of for the flashback scene. So that was exciting and phenomenal. And again, Amanda, shout out to her and the rest of the makeup folks, making me look even more fabulous with that. It was amazing. So that's exciting.
Jeremy, what's going on? What's going on upstairs? Do we have just a little? Do we have none? What are we doing here?
I got a little.
Just do the thing, man.
I've shaved it for like cosplay stuff. When like when I've gone to conventions, I've done like Saitama from One Punch Man, so I full raised it, and I had his full costume and cape and stuff. But I'd only just basically 3 mil all the time. But I am receding. You can probably see that there. So
that's why I did this, because I got tired of the hair.
But nobody could see your bald spot. You're too tall.
I felt terrible because people that sat behind me, like if I rode a bus or something, right? People that would sit behind me, I was like, I swear to God, they're staring at my bald spot. So I just, at one point, I was just like, you know what? I bought a palm shaver. I had my wife order it for me. And one day I just said, this is happening right now. And I did it. She hated it at first. Now she says, don't ever grow your hair back. So.
And it's cheaper too. Less maintenance. You have to buy
absolutely,
shampoo,
yeah. Do you know how much a haircut costs, dude? It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Easy to get ready. It's all that stuff. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, exactly. Throw some soap and water on this thing. Yeah. Try it. You're done. All right. I was going to ask. Let's talk about the Wicked Witch and Snow White. How did those two, in your guys' eyes, how did they mesh in this film? As far as working together on set.
Well, I think everyone loves Snow White. I mean, she's always been pleasant to work with. So,
except the Queen, apparently.
I think everyone, even the bad guys, were fun to work with. I think there was not like one person you had to tiptoe around, or the walking on eggshells. Like even the tough huntsman. Like I remember Carl being like very like genuine and like. With fight choreography, everyone was very supportive. The Wicked Witch, as you might say it, she got a cake for all of us on like one of the last few days. I mean, and we all got to share cake. So it's like, yeah, everyone was very positive. So as far as the but like, you know, once the camera's rolling, you know, they get into character, and it's pretty awesome to see that this really nice witch who got us a cake, you know, I think it was a German chocolate one too. Yeah, it was decadent. Like, you know, one of those.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a good cake.
Was there an apple on top? Guys, you haven't woken up yet, and we're still trying to figure out how to wake you up.
I know, right? It feels like that. It's all a dream. This is all a dream.
This is all a dream. There was no movie. You're not really on Talking Shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Surprise.
Unfortunately, you are on Talking Shit. I apologize profusely.
Wow. Come on, Brian. Be nice.
Listen, at the end of the day, the goal is to have fun on this show and to basically showcase you guys as the talent. Listen, I told you guys I wanted to keep you for at least an hour, and you guys have been super humble. I don't want to hold anybody up, and I know, Risa, you have prior engagement. So before we let you guys go, is there anything else that you guys would like to talk about, mention, have our fans look into for you guys, or anything like that, where you want people to follow you, et cetera, et cetera? And we'll start with you, Risa, so that I know you've got things that you got to.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. You guys can find me at Love Risa May on all of my socials, and come watch the show. We need support for indie movies, so come and help us create a buzz. Thank you guys so much for having us here, Mark and Brian. This has been
Thank
awesome.
you, Risa. No, absolutely.
Thank you.
Colin?
I mean, yeah, come see our movie. I don't think there's any other movie that's ever been like this, especially with full little people. But as far as my socials go, you can follow me at Colin Miller Films on Instagram. But yeah.
Thank you. And Jeremy?
Yeah,
I just
added to the name. I'm like, you can do this. So there you go.
He
It's
is
on the
on
video
it.
now permanently.
Wow.
At the People's Dwarf is basically all my socials, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that fun stuff. So by all means, definitely, come follow me and support me on that. But of course, definitely check out The Death of Snow White. It was an absolute wonderful cast and crew, everyone working together. It was really insightful. It was great. 3-4 weeks for some of us. Spending time together, putting this together, and obviously the post that Jason and everyone else is doing to get it out there when we do the premiere, obviously on March 21st, and then the release in mid-April. I think Jason was saying definitely support it, share that trailer, and keep an eye on all of us. Obviously, hit us up, follow us, keep in touch.
And Eric's got his up there.
Yeah, yes, I do. Yes, hello everyone, Eric Pope. But if you want to see me in action at the Renaissance fairs, it's Wotan the Fairy Smasher. Come out and see us get our butts kicked by little kids as every spell, all the blown kisses works on us, and we go running away screaming. But in all reality, still about this movie, we come out and support indie horror. There's a lot of love that goes into this, and this is passion. This is truly a passionate project that we're all heavily involved in. And if you'll love the dark horror with the blood and with comedy thrown in, come out and see it. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Beautiful. All right, Mark, you got anything else for them?
No, I think I'm good.
Did you guys have a good time here on Talking Shit?
Yeah, it was fun. You guys were
You guys
amazing.
make sure that everybody comes back, because we want to make sure that they get to see you guys on the show. We don't care that. Listen, we can do this. Mark and I.
It's always wonderful to listen to Brian.
And it's about you guys, and that's the bottom line. We want it to be about you guys. We want to showcase your talents and stuff like that. So please make sure that your friends and your family know to watch the show and see the interview that we did here tonight. And if any of you guys ever have another project coming up or something that you want to sit down and discuss and get it out to your fan base and our fan base, please hit us up. No, reach out to us. We're here to help you guys. Okay. So we're going to do whatever we can. We support indie. We support this film. Mark and I have been pushing this film since before it even started. So we were very excited to hear that that Jason Brooks and Real Fiction was going to put this together. We were like, how is he going to do it? So and we've been following along the whole time. So we're super excited to see the end product. We really are. So
We appreciate you guys. Thank you, Brian and Mark.
Thank
for
you
having
guys
us.
so much for
Absolutely.
having us.
Yeah, like I said, please send me your addresses, and I will get you your decals.
that's right.
Absolutely.
Yes, love it.
Okay, so from us here at Talking Shit,
Shut up! Yeah, shut up! Shut up!
Did it again, didn't I?
Yes.
Who's next week, Mark?
Who's next week?
Who's next week, Mark?
Do you even know who's next week?
Yes, Diablo.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Diablo's in 2 weeks. Dumbass. Next week we will have wrestler from the NWA, the Real Draco.
Yeah, he's going to try to kick my ass, guys. Stay tuned for that.
Ooh.
We're going to do a thumb wrestling match.
That's exciting.
And then we'll have Diablo, the director. You still got to watch the movie.
I do. Still got to watch the movie.
So do I, but that's a different story.
Okay, are you done cutting me off now?
I do it every week.
I know. Can I do what I want to do?
Yes, do it.
From us here at Talking Shit, my name's Brian.
I'm Mark.
Oh, God, dude. Why did it take you so long?
I was looking at something. I was reading the comment. Dumbass.
This is Colin. I got Risa, Eric, and Jeremy in the house. Guys, we're out of here. Everybody have a good night. Stay blessed.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Thank you,
guys.
Good night.
Thank you.
Stay awesome.
Bitch, I'm in the